Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Morning.
Morning, lady. What's going on?
A lot is going on. How are you?
I'm good, like always.
Yeah? I know today is going to be a very special day for you because I can already feel your energy.
Why?
Because we have...
Don't talk about my energy.
I'm just saying, I can feel your pettiness on a high level.
It's always.
Because we have a special guest.
I know. I can't wait. And this is amazing because now someone who speaks to me and understands my pettiness.
Oh, my God.
My friends understand my pettiness, but somebody who's actually, doing something about the pettiness is amazing.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for you.
Pettiness.
Well, let's get the bottles popped because we have a special guest.
Yes.
Kevin, the creator of your Petty Friend t-shirt line.
Yes.
Woo! Let's get these bottles. I can't open this.
Them.
You bought this.
It's a twist off.
I know. I can't get it. My hands aren't working. See, she gets all this fancy stuff.
Yay! I get you. Okay, poop. I should say pop.
Pop it.
Yes,
Pop
this is a good one. Okay,
yes.
So what are we drinking today?
Roscato.
Oh yeah, this is an Italian Roscato, so it's like a rosé
fancy.
Moscato.
Yes.
Love.
I love it.
I know. Look at that.
It's
And you're dealing with a cold, so this is going to be very interesting.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. This actually helps clear out the sinuses.
Okay, you know what? We're going to stop it.
Yeah,
We're going to stop it.
And clear up the chest congestion.
I cannot. Anyway.
It cures cancer.
Everything. At all days of the day.
She is too much.
Kevin is after a man after my own heart. See?
Cheers. She's already
Cheers,
falling
ladies.
over. I cannot.
So excited to be
Thank you so much for coming and dealing with her. Welcome, Kevin. Tell us.
She's about to be dealt with.
Yeah, she is too much. Tell us about your petty friend and the lovely uniqueness.
Sure.
When I saw this, I was like, we have to talk with her.
So your petty friend, to backtrack since like the beginning of time, I'm the youngest of three. Ooh. And so I was always like being cut off, in family conversation. So you had to be quick with your words. And I grew up being the funny one, the funny, humorous, very sarcastic, making fun of your family because we're the best at it and we know how to cut you deep and then walk away and be like, we can't, I have to see you again. So we just got to
female version
squash it. You got to squash it and get over it.
Yes.
So with that, I've kind of always kept that characteristic and it gets worse in large settings, I would say, like in the workplace, for example.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm around a lot of people and I come from huge companies where there's tons of employees. And it's just my tactic is like you kind of sit back and observe first and you subliminally take in people's flaws and then when needed you use those to your advantage or to make a joke. And the thing is it's the key.
Oh my God.
The key to pettiness, I would say, is it comes with a little bit of humor, unless it's intentional and you're, you want to cut somebody deep, then, by all means go for it. But your petty friend came from an incredibly petty argument that I had with a personal trainer, not mine, but somebody else's, over something really stupid.
Oh,
and I lost it. So it came from a not petty argument that I turned into a petty mindset, basically.
Right.
And it was over something so dumb and trivial, but I was so angry about it. Like driving home and then like getting in the shower. And I had like, when you want to say all those things in a fight and you just forget them, like your mind goes blank. So like in the shower, like the day after, I'm like washing my hair and I'm like, I should have said this and that. And, and that's where it came from. I was like, you know what? I'm sure if I think like this, I'm not the only one that does. And so then I was like, you know what? I'm that petty friend. I'm the one that has everything that you need to say. Like, and I'm like, I could help. I could Oprahify this. And I could be like the expert petty consultant for other people.
Oh my God. You go start a business.
Yeah. I love it. You are speaking my language.
Right. So I started off just as a blog. And that's, where I wanted to take it.
Right.
But then I do have a background in kind of apparel. So I wanted to, in my mind, it made sense. You know, I'm like, I'm in it. We are the like generation of pettiness, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone's petty. Everybody lives for it. I mean, we thrive on the bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
So with that, I was like, I want to make T-shirts. And then I made a few samples and I was like, these are the shit. Like, I really like them and people really like them. And that's the thing.
It's very clean
so it's
and
relatable.
crisp and
it's
sweet.
very relatable and you see it and you get it and people align with it because they're like, you know, I'm like, we all have these
Yes.
thoughts in your head, you know? And I think now more than ever, it's more acceptable to be petty. And why not wear it on your chest?
I am going. This is like my theme model.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Thank you for the gift of the
of course.
Yes.
your
No, he
petty
gave us some
friend.
T-shirts, you guys. I love it.
There's a hoodie, a crew neck sweater, and then a T-shirt.
Oh, yes.
I
It's about
hooked
to
you
be
guys
on.
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me tell you. All my friends know me as Petty Betty. I am
Yes.
the petty queen. Like, and it's not even like intentional. It's just like I say, I sit back and observe and I watch people and then all of a sudden just stuff comes out of my mouth. And I don't even mean to. And then when I do mean to, I go either for the jugular. If I'm trying to get to you, I'll go for the jugular. If I'm just trying to nab at you, I'll just kind of whatever. So my friends are like, you are the pettiest person. I go, no, I'm not petty. I just, you know, like to express myself.
But it's always with fun, though.
Yeah, it's always
not,
with fun.
you know,
And I grew up in I have a really big family.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of us. You know, I have like brother, but tons and tons of cousins. And all of us, we're all around the same age group.
Right.
So we hung out all the time together. So you had to have really thick skin to be able to deal with a lot of this stuff. So you just had to learn to come back and, like you said, being the, you had to
your
be able.
quick wit.
Yeah.
It sharpens
very
your tongue.
Sharp
Yeah.
tongue. You had to. If not, you would be eaten alive and you would cry in a corner.
Yeah.
So it just didn't it wasn't an option.
Right.
So even now my family knows, they're like, oh shit, Inez is coming. They already know like it's about
Brace
to be
yourself.
on. Yeah. What is she going to say? She's going to say some shit and it's going to be on. And I do have a cousin that when we're together, they're like, you two need to go to separate corners because it's on and it's automatic. So this was just amazing. I love it. I was looking at your Twitter, some of these things that you have on there. I was like, I totally relate. Like, that is so me. I'll be like, And even I was
Very
telling,
petty.
Chiquita, even when we're just talking, I'll say shit. She goes, you're being petty right now. I was like, am I being petty? Yeah. I don't love it. So
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
you
no.
gotta accept it. And
I accept
a
it.
rule of thumb, and I've like broadcasted this to all my friends and my family. If you have something to say, so do I.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. I'll make up some shit, but I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. And
you gotta get the last
my
word.
twin flame right here, because I gotta always say something. Oh, you
my
got
God.
something? I will
I
too.
always have something to say, even if it's not true. If I'm totally lying, I'm gonna say something. Oh my God! Every time. And my family are very like, just be careful when you talk to Kevin. I was like, if you remember, I don't care what it is. It could be about nothing. If you have something to say, I will have something to say back.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Regardless.
I love it. This is amazing.
this
So
is
this
too
is
much.
like your petty friend kind of tribe and getting all these people to accept their petty. Like I tell people, they're like, you're petty. I said, I accept my pettiness and I accept who I am.
It's a part of you.
It is who it is.
It's a
And
living
then I was
organ.
like, yes.
You got to exercise and
Yes.
practice and keep it fresh and young.
You're
and
just encouraging her behavior.
I'm your work, but also so in every group of friends, across every globe, every race, every job, there's that one petty friend.
Yes.
And that's what's funny, because it's me, and that's why it's like
Yeah,
you're a petty friend. And
Yeah.
I'm the one. I'm the one.
Oh my goodness. I feel like you would get us kicked out of a lot of places.
No, she said no.
Maybe.
I'm like, no. But then again, she's like, oh my gosh, I'll say something. She's like, girl, I was like, shh, don't worry, we got this. But it is one of
Like,
those
no,
things.
I got this.
Yeah.
You stay back.
Yeah. I was
Oh
like,
my
they're
goodness.
like, say something. There goes Inez. There,
Yep.
she'll be the first
Yeah.
one with the whip back. They'll be like, huh? Oh, you
Okay.
didn't hear that or understand that?
Yes.
People around who do understand my pettiness will laugh. They're like, oh, you
Yeah.
caught that? Other people who don't realize it just be like, huh? In the air, and us to get a kick out of it.
Right. 'Cause it's funny. It's funny.
It's funny to me, and I crack myself up, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. So with all of this,
I know. So do you, so with your line, what was,
Yes.
you know, what was your goal? Like, you know, what's your goal with all of this, your petty friend, and what are you trying, where are you trying to go with all of this? Because you already got one member for life, forever, because that's, you know, for sure.
I think the goal is to build a petty empire, you know, and keep it going. You know, I'm keeping it somewhat small now because it's just me, myself, and as a petty bitch, I like to keep control over everything, you know, and it's... I don't I do everything. I do absolutely everything. I package, you know, the orders. I make sure everything's perfect and, you know, up to my standards.
It's your brand.
And, you know, I'm also super high class, so I think my standards are pretty high, you know.
Thank you.
So we're letting it grow. It's funny because it took me about 3 months to get everything ready. Like, I had a plan. I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, tease Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and I had a 4-month timeline just for that, right? So I came up with the idea in April. I launched it on my birthday, actually, this year, July 13th, and was just posting, and I would do one Insta post of the merch because I didn't want to overkill, I don't want to kill people with it, you know. And so I launched it, and I was so exhausted. I launched it on my birthday and was like, I need a break from this. It's I let it breathe for a few days, and then I went back and was hitting it, you know, posting and creating blog posts and stuff. But now it's just a living organism, which is great. So I'm caretaking right now.
I love it.
Maintenance.
But the actual name, Your Petty Friend, what
is mine? I trademarked it.
Yes. But how did you, after you had the situation with the trainer, did that name pop in your head?
It did. It like a lightning bolt from God himself. He said, I was like, Your Petty Friend, YPF. That's it.
YPF. That is it.
Yeah.
YPF.
And I'm and it's so relatable.
Too. Yes. I love
so
it.
Relatable.
It's so great. It's so relatable. I don't feel like I'm in a bubble all by myself because, you know.
Don't feel like that. We're everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we are, but, you know, my group of friends always, you know, I say something, they just look at me. I was like, what? What did I say? What did I do?
It's crazy because you say things so nonchalantly that you don't even know they're flying out of your mouth, and you're just like, what? What are you upset about?
Yeah.
That was 30 seconds ago. I'm on to the next thing.
Whatever, move on,
Oh, my God.
Well, I talk a lot of shit, obviously. And has this ever, I'll ask you, maybe this happened to you, where somebody will reference a joke or something that you made a week ago, a month ago, and you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I was like, can you just, I'm always like, can you just jog my memory? And they'll start saying, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, what was that even about? I had no idea. I just wanted to say something stupid and funny, and that's what came out.
Yes.
But
all
you're
the
not
time.
alone. Long story short, you're not alone.
Or somebody would say something, do you remember? I said, did I? I don't remember that. Oh, okay, well, it must have been something.
You're
what happened?
That sounds like me, so I probably said it. Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Let me throw a situation in. Okay, I don't know if you've watched it, but the VMAs and Madonna did a tribute to Aretha Franklin.
Just disappear. So I'm not a Madonna stan, but I do like Madonna. But what she's done to her face is next level. And then this random tangent. First of all, it was this monologue of how basically Aretha had no effect on your life. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, so you're this white girl who was influenced by the Queen of Soul.
Right.
But then you don't mention that at all, or your music sounds nothing like hers in any way. But then your last sentence is but I love her. And okay, well, and also MTV, why did they not put somebody else?
Yeah.
Right. That made
Jennifer
no sense.
Hudson, anybody with literally any black singer.
Yeah.
That would have been
should have put them up there, and then
oh no,
Madonna is. I was like, what? So, where is she going with this? Yeah. And then she didn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, I have another petty situation. Nicki Minaj going off on Travis Scott and Kylie and Baby Stormy because she didn't get number one. What do you think?
How do I feel about this? How do you feel about this?
I don't really, to me, that's not pettiness. To me, that's just being, yes, that's just mad about something. Petty, to me, being petty is like if somebody, like her saying, like when the whole thing with Cardi B. She was petty about it. Like, well, I was on her record and I did everything.
I think she handled that one a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was on her record and I did everything, but now they're calling me mean. So I don't that's being petty. Now, this whole thing is just like, she's just mad about shit. So I don't even think it's about being petty anymore. It's just like when you say, you do something and you don't mean to be, or you're just being like nonchalant. I think she's all over the place. I don't even think she even realized.
She flip-flops a little too much.
Yeah. She's all over the place. Like, it's good, then it's not, and then it is, and then it isn't. So I don't even think it's a pettiness anymore. Madonna, that was super damn
that was
petty.
Wrong.
Yeah, that was wrong
on so
and
many
petty
levels.
to the point where it's all about me, but no, it's not about you.
I think and I've said this before to a few people, in my generation, and Nikki is part of that as well. I'm sure you guys are too, but we have this weird mentality of like, we all kind of want to be assholes, but we're also super sensitive, and you can't be both. You have to be one or the other. And I always say, like, I'm mean, and then when you pull back the layers, I'm still mean. Like, right? It's not a shocker, when...
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised. I'm like, because it's just how I am and, like, how I've been, where I'm not going to say something mean... and know that it's mean, and then when I get called out for it, I break down crying. Yeah. Like, you can't do that. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to, if you're gonna go for it, go for it.
Listen, I've learned, like, if you're gonna dish it out, you be able to take it.
Right,
and sometimes they'll give it to me, I'll be like, damn, I just got it in my, I was like, but you're not gonna know you got me. I'll be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And then inside,
you were still wrong. But.
And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not what and inside I'm going, damn. But you'll never know. Yeah. It's just one of those things that you'll never know. I'm just, people are like, whatever. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that didn't affect me. And I'm like, oh, God. But I'll pretend it didn't. It's one of those things.
No, I hear you. Now, there's a lot of petty situations out there.
There is.
Have you found any that you just wanted
to in the media?
Yeah, in the media that you just wanted to go
Oh my
on?
God, this Omarosa shit that's going on. Living for it. Are you kidding me?
Me too. I was like,
she's on fire.
I did not like Omarosa. And now I am obsessed. No, I've switched. I'm like all
I still
for
don't
her.
like her, but I am obsessed with her pettiness and how she really went in there.
No, but they're facts. They're not even. It's not even pettiness. It's like they're facts. She has receipts. She has tapes.
But she's being super petty with it because she has her receipts. Yeah. But now she's like, oh, so you're going to do me like this? Yeah. But I understand that because that would be me. Yeah. Like, oh, for real? So I lost all of this and you ain't coming out unscathed? Yeah. Nah, boo. Yeah. I have all of this right here and I'm going to start driving. And then all of a sudden you're like, huh, what happened? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. You should have been a little bit more nicer to me because I was super nice or I lost, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get that pettiness in her where it's kind of like a revenge petty. I'm queen of revenge petty. I do revenge petty quite a bit.
I would hate to lie to you and say that I'm not.
I am revenge petty because I won't let you know I'm even doing pettiness on you. Yeah. I'm revenging you and you have no clue.
Secrecy. Yeah.
Only my friends are like, they're like, for real? I was like, yeah, I'm just being petty right now and I'm doing revenge petty. They're like, oh my God. And
sometimes you have to, karma doesn't work fast enough.
Yes.
You gotta.
And then so I throw in and then everybody's like, well, how's that benefiting you? I go, probably.
You're like, I'll feel better about it after.
I was like, probably in no way, but I feel better right now.
Y'all are too much. I cannot.
But no, the way I look at it. Up her level of calmness in an interview drives me
the one with
wild.
Savannah on Today's Show?
The white girl?
Yeah.
And she was like, and she was like, she's like, we have the interview, calm down while answer that question. I'm just like, I am just living for
she's
this.
like, this interview is like 7 minutes and we've gone to 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
I was like,
she was like, I answered that question. Yes. Let's move on to the next one. And I'm like, look at her. She crushed it. She killed it. She absolutely killed it.
That's one thing I will that would be somebody I would want on my team as far as if
that was a loss to the White House having her out because
hello, here we go again. That was underestimating the pettiness that she was
of
about.
A black woman.
Yes, especially a mad black woman.
Diary. Tapes of a mad black woman. Okay.
Oh my God,
you need to make a movie of that one. Because that
is my all-time favorite.
Oh my God,
that was a good one on pettiness.
Well, we're about to get a little calmness because we're about to switch it up a little. About to do a little fun, little rapid fire questions that we love to call tea time.
Oh, sorry.
See, she's
I know.
She's being petty.
She's wasted.
I'm like, it's some Moscato. No, sorry. Okay, let's do that again. Sorry, people. Sorry. Okay. Ready? Tea time.
There you go.
She is
nailed it.
Okay. First question. Worst habit.
I hate using an email signature.
Really?
That's a bad habit professionally.
Yes. I know. You got to be like, what's
It's so random, but I'm like, you know who it is.
Oh my God. I'm done. Okay. Guilty pleasure.
This is so embarrassing. Okay, my recent guilty pleasure is I don't cook, obviously, but I enjoy going to the market for dinner and just seeing what the hell they have to offer me.
Where do you go?
I go to Pavilions.
Pavilions is nice. Yeah,
and like it's like so. It's just so embarrassing. I'm even saying this, but I just because I used to eat like a lot of fast food, and so instead I was like, hey, let's go to the market. And it's like I'm still not going to cook, but they have like prepackaged food there, so I think in my head it's a little better. Like last night I got a poke bowl, which is like super bougie, right? But from Pavilions, it was $10. It was amazing, but that is. That's new.
That.
That's like new, like as of this past week. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Favorite president, dead or alive?
President? God, Obama.
Okay.
I mean, he's the only one I cared about,
I
right? Like, I don't know shit about anything other than what he did. What he's done.
I love it.
He's so petty.
Let's be real.
I know, right? I love it. Petty to the point.
Like,
yes. No.
You don't waste time.
I voted for him. Yeah.
Right?
And now it's your turn.
Favorite superhero and why?
Favorite superhero? What's her name in X-Men?
Which one?
Is it not Phoenix? What is it? It's
Rogue.
Okay. No. Is it Rogue?
Which one is which one?
With
the red hair.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah.
No, with the red hair?
Isn't it Rogue?
Is it?
No, that was darn it, red hair.
She has. Oh God, she like.
And she touches people, and they
No, not the Rogue has like the white hair.
Oh, right.
I'm thinking the red. Oh God, I'm blanking.
I know,
She's
me
from
too.
X-Men.
Yeah.
She has
the
the red
Storm
hair.
was the blonde.
Yeah.
And then the redhead was oh God.
And she has like this power that she can't. That's just like really hard to control, and she like goes fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I love her.
I forgot.
Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
No, gosh, I'm totally mad at myself because I'm going blank. It's the Moscato, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why?
Because I feel like she is so relatable in a way that she has a power that we can all kind of understand. Where it's bigger than her, but she's trying to maintain it. She's trying to get control of it, and she can't. But she tries. You can tell that she tries as hard as she can to like get control of it, and she tries to like involve the help of other people, and it kind of is like it kind of reminds you of like sometimes you're depressed or you're life sucks and it's really hard and you're just like you can't control it, but you're trying as much as you can, but it sometimes just overpowers you.
I know, I gotcha. Love that. Celebrity crush
right now.
Yeah, right now.
I don't crush on anybody.
Really?
Let me think. Hold on. Who am I crushing on?
That was a stumper.
Who am I crushing on? I don't have crushes.
You don't have crushes?
I'm like heartless bitch. Yeah.
I can't. Okay. If you can have a celebrity wear one of your shirts, your shirts, who would it be?
Oh, sure. Cardi. She's petty.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who do you think is the pettiest?
Petty.
Love.
Definitely some of the Love and Hip Hop casters, just because.
Yes.
Tiara Marie. I love her. No one's checking for her anymore. Sorry. I love her though, but no one cares.
Yeah. Okay. I am not. See, I'm not the. Yes,
but
I love.
The thing about pettiness is it's 80% true.
Yeah.
20% humor. 100% what you want to hear. Okay.
Right. So no, I'm not mad. So he's talking about Love and Hip Hop LA. You know,
Obsessed.
I watch Obsessed. I am watching it too. My God.
Talk about like guiltiest of pleasures is like I sit there and I'm just like, look at these.
I know. I watch every single one of them and I'm obsessed, and it is such a guilty pleasure. But to watch the pettiness and the whole thing, it's just like
or like Moniece.
Ooh.
I die.
Okay.
She's
See?
amazing.
You are
She's amazing.
so messy.
She's amazing. Well, there's fake. I love it.
It's great. She does a great job.
Exactly.
She does So very quickly before we end off on this, my dear, if somebody wanted to start like, a brand or something like this, your business or whatever, what is your advice?
My advice is to think about it, obviously, but hone in on it. Give yourself a timeline, a realistic timeline, and it kind of like everything takes longer than maybe what you're accustomed to. Starting a line, starting a brand in general, especially when it's you all by yourself, it could be tough. It could be very like soul breaking, but as long as you believe in what you do, and this sounds so cliche, but if you think it's a good idea, it probably if you have a good idea, and it's never been done before, then you're probably in the game already. And for like the millennials and out there, if your hashtag or like if the name isn't taken on Instagram, it's meant to be.
There you go.
Like when I came up with the idea for Your Petty Friend, I registered the website for $10. I checked Instagram; it was available. I checked Twitter; it was available. I checked the Tumblr. I checked the Facebook. I claimed them all. I got the Gmail. I got the iCloud. I got it all, and I was like, "This is a sign from
listeners,
millennial Jesus himself that I need to go do this."
Yes.
And there you go. You heard it here.
How to start a business.
There you go. Yeah. That was it. That was amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, my petty sister and friend and brother and everything you can think of, all encompassed. Because this has been amazing. I feel validated.
Oh my God.
In so many ways, girl. You in trouble. I feel validated.
Let her go. I'm just gonna
let her.
Feel validated in every ways. Again, let everybody know how they can find you, my dear.
YourPettyFriend.com, and it's Your Petty Friend on Insta, Twitter, Facebook. Come check it out.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so you'll be seeing me with my Yo Petty Friend shirt, sweater, and t-shirt. Y'all already know. So again, you can find everything about Kevin on our website, on our Instagram, everything, all our social media, everything else. Again, thank you for listening in. Thank you so much, Kevin, for coming in. We loved having you. And we'll see you next time.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and tea with us every day. Subscribe, rate, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and MoscatoandTea.com.